y'all doing? My name is Tony Clincy. I'm the author of Rap Star. It's my novel, Rap Star. I published it under Hood Life Books. It's a publication company I started. I'm running this indiegogo campaign to try to raise funding to push my Hood Life books and get my book to push that it out to deserve and need. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I started writing 4 years ago in prison, and at the suggestion of my cellmate, he was in a hole, and he told me, he said, man, you should write a book. And a couple of days later, I got an idea for a story. I sat down, and 3 months later, I had a 400-page first draft done of a nonfiction novel. Then I wrote Rap Star 2, and a couple other novels, just learning how to write. I fell in love with writing, and it's like really changed my life. I want to be a great writer, and I think I know I have it in me to be that. And this Indiegogo campaign is going to help me do that. I'm trying to raise $15,000 so I can get my company off the ground. I went about getting it set up, making it legal, turning it into an entity of itself. The money will be used. I got part 2. I finished the part 2, and I'm doing a rewrite on it. I finished the first draft of part 2. I'm doing a rewrite on it. And I want to get out here and push Rap Star like it deserves to be pushed. I know my target market. My target market is the prisons and urban bookstores throughout the country. There's a lot of urban bookstores in cities where there's a lot of blacks, like Oakland, Watts, Harlem, Philadelphia, Chicago, Atlanta, etc. And I need to get my books into those stores. Me being my own publisher, it's my job to do that. I got to get the book published. I got to get it printed up. I got to buy the copies. I got to buy the posters. I got to do all that. My book is good enough to I can send it to an urban publisher, but I want to own my own thing. Ownership is key here. I don't want to work for nobody else. I want to do it for myself so I can create an income, so I can have a steady income coming, so I can sit down and really focus on my writing. Like I said, I want to be a great writer, and in order for me to do that, it's going to take a lot of time. I'm up for the challenge. That's why I'm making this campaign. We're gonna I'm gonna use my Facebook friends and get addresses from them and send like 200 free copies. I get the books for $4 a piece from the printer. I'm gonna spend like $800 of this money, send 200 free copies into the prisons, with the order forms for part 2 on the back. Set up a website. I'm gonna set up a website to where you with a PayPal account where people can go order the books directly from me and don't have to order it from Amazon. I'm gonna get a different cover made for part 1. For you see in part 1, there's a picture of a man with his shirt off, which is fine and dandy, but it turns a lot of people off. So I'm gonna find another person do me a cover and fix the cover on that. I want to get on the show. I want to get on the road. I want to start to catch a Greyhound, bouncing from state to state, just getting out there to the ghettos, and pushing my book, and telling these kids, because a lot of kids out there like myself is growing up. I had a good aim, but I was shooting at the wrong target. It wasn't until I caught on to this dream of being a writer that my life was able to go away from these streets. And I want to get out there, talk to these kids and let them know, to dream, because a dream can change a person's life, and ever since I've had a dream, I've been talking to, a lot of guys that I grew up and ran the streets with and was in jail with, and asked them, do they have dreams? And one thing we had in common is we all didn't have dreams. Our dreams got killed in the streets. And this being successful, getting out here is going to let me go back and, go back to where I come from and tell these kids that, and show them that, they don't have to shoot at the wrong targets. They can shoot at the right targets and find success. You can read about a little bit more of my campaign on my site. Any contributions? Okay, for your contributions. For a $25 contribution, I send you an autographed copy of part 1. For $50 contributions or more, I'll send a copy of part 1 and a part 2 when it's finished production. I'm shooting for June, first week of June, to be put out part 1. That'll give me enough time to get out here in these different states and cities and promote part 1. So they'll be ready for part 2. For the $50 campaign, you get part 1 and part 2. Thanks for your time, and I'll keep you posted.